the edge of desolation. We are finishing up our little, what was a one shot, is now a three, this evening from the adventure The Strangling Sea. We should be getting back to Obsidian Soul next week, on the following Monday. But for right now, we're going to jump back into our story where we left off the other week. Our heroes had just been introduced to Inigo Sharp, who was not a man as they expected, but rather a clockwork robotic head kind of thing that, well, we'll get more into it, but that's enough of me jabbering. So let's go around and have the rest of our adventurers introduce themselves.
I'm Wes Raga, a paladin dwarf, who is not so witty.
I'm Lady Fezrika, the Dragonic Paladin.
I am Mr. Roberts, the Halfling Bard.
And I am Varea, the Goliath Fighter.
Fabulous. We are I'm just getting my marbles back together. I lost them previously, but here they are. So our five heroes were introduced by the dwarven refugees on the Strangling Sea to Inigo Sharp as he was back in their hold. Captain Barnaby was the one who introduced them, the captain of the guard, not to be confused with the other captain with the goblins from previously. Everybody's just ranked a captain in their various places, but Captain Barnaby brings them all back into this room, and we had kind of a brief introduction. So the four of you notice that Brysis is still there with you, but unfortunately she's just going to have fallen silent for some unknown reason. So we won't worry about her too much, but at least she's still there. She's not dead or captured or anything like that. So again, Inigo Sharp is now not a man, but a consciousness stored in a brass replica of his former living head. So it's not like a cuckoo clock or anything else like that, but think a just solid brass headpiece. There's articulated eyes which roll about in their sockets, kind of some clicking, clacking through the mouth and the eyes. And the mouth just kind of goes up and down like sad animatronic puppets from other places. You
Sounds
don't
kind of
exactly hear. Go ahead.
Sounds kind of like a cuckoo clock.
I was just thinking he's a synth.
And
what is that?
the last part is
What's a synth? Synth? Doesn't matter. Please continue.
the last part is even though his mouth moves when he talks, it's not so much that you hear the sounds, but rather that you kind of hear him in your head. So everybody who's there seems to be able to hear him, but it's more ethereal and seems to be magical, almost ghostly tones. So what we talked about a little bit last time was how he wants to return to civilization, how there were just a few pieces that honestly we can get into. But first, I should have you all do icon relationship roles.
I got a 5 with the Great Gold Worm.
I got a 5 with the 3 and a 6 with the priestess.
I got a, oh shoot, sorry, I'm helping Marty. I've got a 5 for the 3 and a 6 for the Great Gold Worm. And yeah.
I got a 3 for the priestess and a 4 for the Lich King.
Okay,
So
so
that would be a perfect time to bring up.
I was just about to.
On relationship rolls. When we roll 6-sided dice for each of those, we just capture the 5s and the 6s. So again, 5s, for those of them that got them, would mean they can call in a favor or in some ways manipulate the story that might have some strings attached, might have some caveats or other things like that that the user might be aware of, might not be aware of. And a 6 would mean that there's really not any strings attached. So a 3 and a 4 for those icons, unfortunately, Marty, doesn't mean much of anything, but we'll just go with it from there. I think we've got an abundance of other good icon relations that we'll be able to call in on. So again, here we are, the 4 of you in a just in a gathering room in the back. It seems kind of like a study, but it's very sparsely decorated. Not many chairs, just a desk with Inigo Sharp's head on it. And Captain Barnaby was the one that brought you in there, and he's standing there in the room as well.
I'm
So
gonna.
let's. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Clockhead guy, who I know to be Inigo. I'm gonna ask Inigo. So, are you gonna go crazy if we go out in the swampy area, or is that just like a living thing kind of thing?
Yes. I have noticed a number of the inhabitants here seem to have some strange effects on them from their prolonged exposure to whatever deviltry this is out in the midst of the sea here. I myself have not entirely sure how long I've actually been here, but I don't believe I've had as many ill effects that, as far as I can tell, and it's best that I can figure.
Cool. Let's go. You can keep us sane.
Well, my dear boy, I'm not so sure that I am a genius, but I'll give no guarantee that I can keep anyone sane. Actually, Captain Barnaby, could you give us just a few moments? And the captain just sort of bows and steps out of the room and closes the door behind him. There are a few things I want to talk about before we really get going. How many different people, how many different inhabitants of this place have you run into?
Well, just
The goblins, you, and the dwarves.
Swamp things.
Yeah, weird swamp thingies,
Oh, yes, I
technically.
believe most of them call them the weed beasts around here, or other foul names. But You didn't meet the wreck rats, did you?
The what?
They call themselves the wreck rats. Various crew members that seem to have been stranded here and banded together, much like brigands, pirates. Don't know. It's hard to say. I spent some time with them as well. I was wondering how you'd feel about killing the lot of them.
Oh, I like killing things. We can go kill them.
I have lawn darts, so we could cherry pick them from the wall.
Okay, so I would assume then that you've dispatched of all of those goblins too. Nasty little creatures.
No, they were nice.
About that.
They just wanted to be left alone because this is their territory and they found it first. I respect it.
Those awful wretches kept me captive in the dungiest, most dungy. I'm not. My disgust for that place is difficult
Well,
to put into words.
their decision making is probably compromised. However, all they wanted was your help in getting, I think, fixed boats.
Oh, I promised them whatever I could to satiate them so they wouldn't. Who knows? I saw so many depraved acts in their court. The foolish little imp with his blue hat and thinking he's some kind of captain. It just was terrible. So, how would you feel about wiping them out as well?
I mean, they did help us. Can we ignore them?
I think it would be easier if we just give them a working boat. You don't have to come, but if you can just give us a working boat to give to them.
I'd rather set fire to everything that they have. Speaking of, do you have any incendiary devices handy?
Nope.
Okay, I might have a few things in my workshop, and we can burn down this place before we go too. We won't be able to really just set it ablaze as I'd like to, but I do have some different components which I could mix together and create a very hot fire that could eventually melt the metal.
What?
You're
Why? Why exactly do you want to kill everyone?
Also, you're just a head.
Yeah, stop getting ahead of yourself.
Hey, that's my job. But that was a good one.
My dear boy, I don't think you understand what it's like to just have your head. I think I mentioned in passing that well, my friend Furigan was he was an excellent assistant, and he did so many things, but I couldn't shackle myself to plotters of limited ambition. And for a long time, I had a, well, formerly devoted, but then later a treacherous lab assistant, Chalco. He's the one who, in conjunction with someone's spies, I'm not sure, was the one that trapped me in this state. And I can't tell you, for all of these different people, that they just demanded something from me while they had me. The horrible goblins were ready to just mount me on the top of the chair, and I had to promise them something to leave me alone. They found me amidst the rock, the muck and mire around the outside, but these terrible dwarves haven't been any better anyways. I'm just glad this head floated, even though I didn't have the rest of my device. And I've worked for many different clients over the years, but I've built many devices. I'm sick of it. Just want to leave, torch the entire place, and get out of here. Presumably, you still have that craft that carried you out here from Furigan, right?
Maybe. sidebar. We definitely do. We definitely have this boat. But sidebar with the other characters, I'm gonna take them to the side. Oh, you're fine, Chris. You can listen in. But I'm gonna take the others to the side and be like, I think he may have gone crazy. What do we want to do here? Our goal is to get him back to Julie, but he also mentioned Julia. Yes, but he also mentioned this whole Vitunati, the Sea King, that we have to avoid. Does anyone know anything about the Sea King? Like, could the Sea King be a good person?
Do we know anything about the Sea King, Chris?
I think as he's frantically looking through his notes, he's deciding what do we know.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't see why we don't just grab the head, run back to the ship that brought us here, and leave. Why do we have to kill a bunch of stuff? We
Yeah,
came to get him. Why don't we just grab him and leave?
Well, he doesn't want us to just. But he
He's
wants.
just a head. How is he going to stop us?
Isn't he like magical? I assume he's full of magic.
Well,
We grab the head, we stick it in a sack, and we leave.
I'm down. Let's do this thing. Sold.
Grab the head, stick it in a sack, and go.
So to out of character answer some of those questions, and Vicinati was the third reef captain of the Blackfall Recon Quest. So when he's the one that essentially wants revenge against Sharp, and Julia Augusta was the patron that sent you out. So at this point, it's not so much that he's a Sea King, but he is someone that you've heard some whispers about otherwise. There might be somebody in the room that you could ask. So I will put it to you. What do you want to do next?
Grab the head, put it in a sack.
and then defy everything that the magical head wants.
I mean, we could say, yeah, we'll torch the place and go raid a shop and take some stuff, but I say we don't torch the place.
I mean, these people haven't done anything to us.
There's no point in killing them.
Is this? Well, I thought. Okay, so yeah. So I guess our issue is what's in it? Like, what is the vested interest in our merry band of people to do this instead of just kidnap the head?
He wants us to hunt down a group we've not interacted.
Burn down the dwarven stronghold that's here, and then go kill the goblins who have helped us.
Yeah, I'm not killing the goblins. They were nice. They just are misunderstood and deserve to be left alone.
Not something you often hear about goblins, but
Goblin lives matter, man.
Okay, Hermione. All right. So, decision time.
head, bag, leave.
I like that plan.
Yeah, I mean, like
Because I came up with that plan.
if the head doesn't necessarily tell us why we need to do all these things, or like, then we don't have a vested interest here.
I asked him. He dodged the question.
Should we ask again?
It seems mostly that he just doesn't
Maybe
like
he's-
other people.
Maybe he's just gone psycho because he's just a head.
See, I'm
And-
thinking he's a head and he's been on this island for a while, and the
I don't
island
think
probably
a sane
affects him
person would
too.
put their mind into a clockwork contraption. Doesn't seem like a very
you
sane
ask
thing to
him some
do.
questions about that too, but do you want to talk with him more, or do you want to head nap him? Kid head nap?
Head nap,
I say
head
we
nap.
just go. Let's just go.
So you're in a closed room with the four of you in a Go Sharp's head, and you're in the Dwarven stronghold, and you want to throw them in a bag and go.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk our way out of there. We don't have to like, I don't know. We don't have to do anything too crazy. I don't think, right? They like me. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, because that's how that works.
All right.
Hey, he
So-
liked me when I first showed up.
I'm gonna grab the head because I'm gonna have you do a dex skill check on it.
I am curious, how big is this head?
I'll grab the head.
Wait,
mean,
but,
I'll hold the sack.
but going back, how big is this head?
It's about an average human-sized head.
Oh, sweet, easy. Yep. So, who's biggest?
Leah.
Lee?
Me, I'm a giant.
Oh yeah, do it. Make it happen.
All right, I'm gonna try to grab this head and nap it. Get a head nap. Hashtag head nap. I don't know.
Okay. Roll a,
Hashtag save the head.
okay. Roll with your level bonus, your dex bonus, and
A background for
I don't know,
head
maybe a
napping.
background.
Background should be fire fingers. Just saying.
No, my background is not the fire. My background probably is going to be mercenary captain, since I'm sure I've napped a few people as a mercenary. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, good. We're off to a great roll.
I couldn't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
Definitely.
Definitely sarcasm.
Well, that was a 10 with
In total.
all of the bonuses. We had a natty 4 over here. I'm big money rolling. Oh boy.
So, one, the head isn't terribly heavy. I mean, it weighs, I don't know, it weighs more than just a brass head. You can tell there's things inside. As soon as you grab the head, Inigo starts to freak out. What are you doing? What is the meaning of this? What is going on? Help, help. And you can tell that the sounds that seem to be his voice magically projected into your head, you feel like it intensified. And Captain Barnaby rushes in with another dwarf because nobody, decided to check the door or do anything. And says, "What's the meaning of this? What's going on? What are you doing?"
Help! They're trying to take us away.
They're trying to take me away. They're putting me in a sack. But he's clearly in the sack. And they're just going back and forth.
I'm gonna at this point, I'm just gonna say, we're taking the head and we're leaving. If you'd like to fight me, let's go.
I'm gonna caveat that and say yes to all of what she just said, but also we're leaving. So if you want to come, you can, but we don't have room for anyone else. So I'll let you guys fight that one over. And I'm going to start walking by them.
Paul, give me a roll with your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Give me a charisma roll. Basically, I don't know, convincing.
Cool.
Diplomacy would be a great word.
Sure. So either way, it doesn't matter because I rolled a nat 1. So that's where I'm at.
Well, Captain Barnaby and his, I almost said first mate, but then Captain Barnaby and his he just shouts, "Joe, grab him! Let's go!" And this would be a great time for everyone to roll initiative.
Let's see if I'm gonna keep high dollar in it or if I'm gonna, finally do something. Oh, hey, that was a natural 19, so that's on a good roll.
I got a 14.
I got 22.
Same.
Hers is a nat 20, just in case that matters.
It doesn't, but kudos. So, Lee, you have a 22. Marty, you have what?
18.
18. Congratulations, you've all caught me off guard. It's not the way that I expected things to move forward. So the order is going to be Rachel, Lee, Captain, Marty, Paul, and then the guard. Joe. Just Joe.
Just Joe. Like,
Just Joe.
Rachel.
Who's close to me?
You're all very close. The two
Okay.
of them are standing in the doorway. The room is probably no bigger than like 12 feet by 12 feet.
Are they in front of the door?
He doesn't.
They're standing, it would just be a normal door. They're standing right in front of it because they just bust in,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
right now they don't appear, they aren't armed, but they do have weapons on them. Captain Barnaby has he's pulled a sword, and Joe has a spear.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to just punch just Joe and knock him out.
Try and punch?
Well, I guess.
Might as well take him out.
Yeah.
It'll get the guy to stop yelling at us anyway.
So what does a 22 do?
That would hit. So roll for damage.
Um, 11 points of damage.
Okay. Next is Lee. Yep.
I can't unmute myself. There we go. Jesus. Okay, so I learned with a fighter that what you roll depends on what you do. So we're gonna roll. Okay. So that was a natural 7. So that probably means I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything. Because you rolled a hit, and if I rolled a 7, even including my strength, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 12. So I don't think I do anything. Though I guess I could do miss damage.
Yes. You would do miss damage. You got your level.
Yeah, that's I think we're level 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So then 2 points of miss damage on my what's this called? That thing that I hold? My longsword.
That pointing thing that
Yes.
you're pointing and pointing at.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I know miss damage. I don't know, man.
Who did you attack?
I don't know. Barnaby?
Okay.
Barnaby.
That is fine. Captain Barnaby is attacking Rachel. Rachel does a 20 hit your AC.
Depends on if I have my shield up.
You would have your shield up.
Well, you would have been a piece to. I'm going to say right now, since it wasn't something that got brought up, and this was all kind of a quick, let's throw the head in the bag and then craziness and other things, and they burst in. You don't have it right now.
Okay, so then
But you can
22
bring it up.
is my armor class.
It's a hit.
Yes. So you're going to take 6 damage, Rachel.
Okay.
Then we have Marty.
Well, I guess I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm just gonna stabby stab with the short sword.
Maybe
How many
so.
guys are in the room again? 2?
Currently, there are 2. There's Captain Barnaby and Joe, the guard.
I'm gonna stabby stab Joe.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a 10.
Do you do miss damage? Equal to level, if I'm correct.
I don't know.
Yeah, for your
so
sword
it'll
attack,
appear in your character sheet.
it's ranged attack that don't.
Where, on the first page of your character sheet where your weaponry is.
Yes. Yes. Level.
It'll
Yes. It's level.
there you go.
Level. So
Tiny.
2 damage, I guess.
And as Paul pointed out, ranged attacks would be the ones that a miss doesn't deal miss damage. Because if you miss somebody with an arrow or a bolt or whatever else, that's pretty solidly a miss. Okay, Paul, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my shield and my longsword and swing at Joe. Does a 22 hit?
It does. Roll for damage.
Okay. That'll be 14 points of damage.
I'm so glad somebody in here actually knows how to hit. Oh wait, the greatest irony is it's Paul.
It really is quite the irony.
Wow. Joe lashes out directly at Rachel and just with a flying, just jabbing with his spear. And since I know a 20 hit you last time, I know that a 22 will hit this time. Rachel, you're going to take 6 damage again. Okay, Rachel's turn. Top of the round. Escalation die would be at 1.
All right, I'm gonna hit Joe and roar at him back. 22.
That does hit. And you wanted to bring up your shield, right?
Yep.
I'm being nice. I could have been like, she didn't say anything.
You should have. You should have.
I was gonna do it at the beginning of my turn, but I forgot.
Well,
So
Roll for damage.
You're a kind GM.
Are you going to hit him with your sword?
It's my battle axe.
Battle axe. Okay, that's right. I forgot what you had.
So it's gonna be 17 points of damage.
Good gravy. Okay. Lee, you're up.
Lee, burn the people.
No.
Oh,
no.
I don't have burning abilities.
Oh.
I just is it my turn already?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, it's your turn.
Oh.
Just
Yeah, we're waiting
Oh.
on you.
In my defense, I was commenting towards the chat. Anyway, I'm gonna try to roll again. Okay. Does a 15 hit?
a 15 does not hit.
Are you
So-
kidding me? We're level 2.
Uh-huh.
You haven't been doing all 2 stuff this whole time?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're in a dwarven compound.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm just sad about it. I'm not saying like fight. Like I'm just saying I'm just expressing my helplessness as I once again do 2 points of miss damage, and as I miss, I go, curse you all for being so short.
Then the captain. So Joe is staggered at this point. And the captain says, Joe, get the hell out of here and get the guard. And Joe hears it and kind of confirms it, but he doesn't leave just yet.
Can I intercept?
Yeah,
Captain,
can I grab him?
that's not your
Wait a
turn.
second. The escalation die is set to 1. So would a 16 have hit?
Is it one?
No.
No.
Oh, well, Toots McGee. All right.
It was a valiant effort, though.
Yeah, good try.
It was very nice. So since Becca, I'll follow in Becca's lead. Their AC, Joe's AC is 17. He's wearing armor, and hey, he's been on the guard. He's seen a couple of fights here and there. Captain Barnaby is then going to strike again at Rachel. Hey, friend. Captain Barnaby just crit. So you are going to take 12 points of damage this time.
Guys, I started out with so many hit points.
That's right. You're a beefy person.
I'm at 12.
That's okay.
Rachel, that means you're staggered, right?
Yeah. Wait, what does being staggered do?
Nothing. It just means you're at half or less.
No. Hang on.
Wait, does it do stuff?
Hang on. Never mind. Staggered would be that yes, you are correct. It means you're at or below half of your maximum hit points. So when I play a fighter in Obsidian Souls sometimes, or excuse me, Barbarian, there's a certain feature that I can use when somebody is staggered. I was thinking about the wrong thing, so my apologies. You're not taking penalties or anything at this point, but
Okay.
you are staggered. You're below half. Okay, next person is Marty.
I'm gonna use Sound Burst. So if I'm reading this right, I need to roll a d4 to figure out how many enemies It's gonna hit. So I can hit 3 enemies with it, so that'll be both of them. And then that is a 21 to hit against their PD. Can I grab another D6 from you? I don't have enough.
Okay, so that definitely hits. Roll your damage. Which, yeah, you don't have enough because there's 5d6 plus your charisma.
That'll be. Is it just charisma or charisma and level?
Just your charisma
Okay,
modifier.
then it's just 20 points of damage.
Just 20. Joe goes down.
What the frickety frackety, you little gnome?
And they are both dazed until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, Joe goes down and he's bleeding from his ears. Captain Barnaby, yeah, you can tell that Joe is out.
I just pulled out the lyre and just and hit him with a sound wave.
Thanks, Jack Black.
Dang.
That's exactly who you are, Marty. Just a tiny Jack Black. That's Mr. Roberts. Captain Barnaby is still up, but he falls to one knee. And you said from that they're dazed until the end of the next turn. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Paul, your turn.
So since he's dazed,
So that
actually,
would mean that he gets a -4 to his attack rolls.
right. So I'm curious, or actually, no, I'm just gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna first up try and hit him. The guy on one knee. I'm not trying to kill him, but I'm definitely trying to knock him out at least.
Mhm.
The captain.
Only drink.
All right.
So sorry.
How does a 20 hit? Not natural.
Okay, how are you trying to hit him, Paul?
With my sword.
Trying
Just-
to hit him with your sword. So yes, you would hit.
Cool.
And if I'm correct, your hit die is 1d8 plus 3.
It's 2 plus 3, but yes.
You're right, 2d8 plus 3. You don't even need to roll. I'll just tell you that right now because he was at 3. So here's your question. Or no, actually, I take it back. You were just explaining that through your hit that you wanted to knock him out. You succeed in doing that. He's knocked out. So because you said you were trying to exercise some restraint, you weren't just going in there to chop his head off. Okay,
Yep.
You knock him out. Captain Barnaby's down.
Cool. I'm going to then yell at the head and say, dude, we're doing what you asked, just in a different way.
What do you mean you're doing what I've asked? You've put me in a sack and you're trying to drag me out of here. At least you've maybe killed a few people, but I want you to burn this entire place down.
Okay, but
What
like,
do you think this is?
Why do you want to burn this entire place down?
Because they treat me like garbage, some tiny all of them. I've had to make them false empty promises in order to really do anything. And again, he's still, you can tell, at that really high volume.
So why don't you just stop screaming, and instead of us having to potentially risk your life and head, you just stay quiet and we all leave and you never have to see this place again.
also, they're trapped on this island, so I think that's more torture than burning the place down.
That's the easy way out.
Take me out of this sack right now.
Will you be quiet? Or will you alert everybody and be like, help, guards, some being apprehended? Apprehended. I mean, that's not, handed, but.
That was good. That was a good try there. That was a good
Yeah.
try.
I appreciate the attempt.
There was an attempt.
But leave the jokes to me.
At this point, 2 more dwarves come in. They see Barnaby and Joe down. They definitely heard the sound blast.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Give it a try.
Charm person.
That one's surging well.
Can he use a background when he's rolling? No. Okay, those are for other things. Okay.
So for him to use it, he's rolling plus charisma plus level versus their MD.
14?
You are successful.
Dwarves are dumb.
So charming.
Huh?
That the dwarves are saying to you, "What the hell's going on here?"
So the head just kind of knocked those guys out and disappeared.
The hell do you mean? I'm still in the sack. That's Inigo peeping up from the sack, and the 2 dwarves go, "Wait, he knocked them out?"
Yeah, he did some like magic stuff. They hit the ground. So we put him in the sack to keep him from doing it again.
We can still hear him. Is it a magical sack of some kind?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, I could still hear him talking about.
Well, it's because he's talking. Like it's just a sack. It's still cloth. Sound will travel through it. But
It just
man,
Sure.
This is not the hurdy kind.
Sure. Yeah, I've totally heard of that.
so
That makes sense.
we're gonna get him out of here so he doesn't hurt any of you.
And he was saying, well, we could hear him saying things about how everyone, how we treated him like garbage. He just wanted to burn us down and kill it. How?
So we're going to take him and leave so that he doesn't burn you down.
And get him some nice therapy.
Yeah, on a plus note, he left some bombs for you guys that you can use.
To say
I
burn
think.
other people down. He said he had some incendiary stuff in his workshop. You're industrious. You'll figure it out. But we're gonna take him and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
How
start
are you-
walking.
How are you where are you going to go?
We're gonna.
We're going to take him somewhere where he can't hurt you guys.
But
and
what about the?
take care of him? We might just go throw him in the water. Metalhead probably doesn't float very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
kinda
So
makes
we're gonna go, and I'm just gonna kind of start walking out.
Okay. We'll take care of the captain, take care of Joe, and this guy here. Chad, you go with them and escort them out.
Yeah, don't
And so
wake
this-
them up because I think the thing that the head did made him go crazy a little bit. So be careful.
So maybe if they wake up, don't necessarily believe everything they say.
it's a little weird, but we'll
It muddles the mind.
well, yeah, I hear that, but Chad, just get them in the head out of here.
Yeah, on
You
it.
in good graces when you came inside. We frankly all we could hear was that damned head and his craziness. And you just hear Inigo just start swearing and going, burn it down.
Sorry, Chad.
Going off the
Can I
handle.
try
Let's
to
do
put do this kind of maneuver, where you can't really move your jaw?
Well,
He speaks telepathically.
yeah,
Oh shoot! Right.
he doesn't talk.
I forgot. He doesn't do without this thing. Little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But frankly, he's not helping his case any. So Chad escorts you. You pull it off. You
Victory!
pull it off. And Chad escorts the lot of you with Inigo's head. Again, making things far, far worse, talking about all of their mothers and burning their things down and a lot of other stuff. And just in the rush and the other pieces, you're now outside of, you're out. You're clear. Now what?
I vote we head towards where we moored that boat earlier and hit it.
Yeah, we should definitely go get that boat that I hid by telling you guys that I peed.
That one. Yes. Let's get out of here. Quickly.
That's right. You did say
Quickly.
Oh no. Oh wow. I can't believe y'all just said that in the chat.
We're just gonna
Just gonna
head
head
on
on.
out.
Okay. So I'm yep, this is not what I expected. Okay, just a second. So again, the distance between the dwarves' compound and the goblins, their area, their stronghold, where all of your things were, is about a 3 hours journey. I take it that's where you're wanting to head to get back to the boat and go.
I mean, we want to try to avoid the goblin stronghold if possible and get to our boat.
Okay, so
Maybe a more circuitous route?
circuitous.
Sure.
So you manage to, in the course of things, you do manage to make it to the place with the boat where it was hidden, and you don't encounter any goblins as you get there. Inigo seems to just kind of be grumbling about some different things, and he's really pissed off. So Paul, excuse me, Wes Raga, you were the one who hid the boat with the secret. Who next is going to help reveal the boat? Do you remember what you have to do?
We have to sing the song,
Right?
the song the bard sang.
I'm looking it up. I mean, singing the song seems like the right thing. Sing the
I-
song,
I
my
will start singing the song.
Mr. Roberts.
I'll give you bonus points if you remember the name of the song.
Oh, I'm on it.
Something about a mountain maiden or something like that.
Ballad of the
Mountain
Stone
Mama?
Girl?
Yeah.
Ballad of the Stone Girl,
Stone Girl.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Extra points. By the way,
What is it?
Um,
Chris point?
Did that kind of Chris?
I feel-
It's a Chris point.
Cool.
there you go.
I think he said a couple, so I'd say give yourself two.
You all would have had an opportunity to use a recovery after that battle as you left the fortress. And Rachel, if you need to use multiple to get back up, you can do that as well.
Yeah, she's below staggered, so she has
Is
to.
it 2? Because
Yes.
level 2.
So yes, Mr. Roberts pulls out his lair again and goes into his once again beautiful rendition, the Ballad of the Stone Girl. And I can't remember that other song that says something about, oh, Country Roads Take Me Home. Dang it. Anyways, the boat reveals itself again and
Quickly, everybody on.
seems to do the same thing. But you all get on, and suddenly Inigo gets quiet, and the boat won't move.
Inigo, what did you do?
So
Inigo.
quiet.
Inigo.
Pull his head out of the sack.
I'm gonna pull his head out of the sack.
Thank you at least for that.
Why is the boat not moving?
Because my boy will it too.
So what's your song that they're supposed to sing? Was it your favorite song?
No, Finnegan made this poor, terrible copy of one of my designs, so I know how to stop it. If you're going to ignore all of my other pleas, but you're still going to take me back, I need you to assure me that at the very least, you'll help me to kill Vicinanti.
Who's that?
I've heard very bad things about him, so I'm okay with that.
Captain Vicinanti is the one who got Chalco, who got to him and bought him off, who traps me like this without being able to get into my full realization of myself because of the Horn Harrow.
The Horn Harrow, what's that?
It was the sword telescoping two-handed sword and battle axe that I made. That sounds preposterous, but crafted it to be a mighty weapon to use against demons. But through some of the magic and other pieces that I needed to integrate into it that were necessary for the properties to defeat demons, had to be wielded by one with a pure heart, and Captain Vicinanti is not one with a pure heart. He was blasted half to hell. He was embarrassed. He was stripped of his ranks.
I remember that guy.
Shouldn't even call him captain anymore. But everybody loves to be called captain, don't they? Especially around here. He's the one who's done all of this to me. He's the one who's gotten me here amongst all these filthy, terrible, horrible people.
Where's the sword? Do we have it? We don't have it. Where's the sword?
At this point, I'm not entirely sure. So many things have happened since I was thrown into the sea.
Where is he?
We'll have to find him.
He's back on the mainland.
Probably.
Then let's go to the mainland.
Question:
I'll kill him. Let's do this.
Hold on.
Did the
Swear it to
goblins
me.
have it?
You got it, man.
No, but do the goblins have it? They like shiny things.
No.
No.
It's not here.
The sword's not here.
You just said you don't know.
Look, man, we're trying to get out
Boy,
of.
the chances of that sword making it out here are infinitesimally small. Because if none of these fools here were able to escape and get off of this strangling sea, who knows how the sword could have, the Harrow Hunter could have actually gotten out here. I highly doubt that it's here, you smartass. Let's go.
Hey.
And the boat starts. The boat starts.
Let's move. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
It's a good thing you agreed. Otherwise, I would have alerted those 20 goblins that were up on the side of the boat that we passed by. Then he realizes, as he says that there were, almost 24 little eyes and other things kind of peeking out that you didn't quite see before, but you're well out of their range. Your magical boat continues out on the sea.
So I'm going to keep asking this guy's questions. So where is the sword if you were to speculate?
Last in my workshop, but who knows at this point, wherever it might be.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to go take care of this demon dude.
Do you listen at all?
When I was growing up, people used to tell me no, but I try.
Vitunati. It's not a demon dude. You used to be a paladin. Aren't you a paladin?
Yeah, but you just told me he was demon.
No. He tried to use the horn harrow to kill demons, but he was not pure of heart. So he was blown half to hell, would have been the words I used.
Ah. Wait, so why is he a bad guy?
He's the guy
Who tried to use the sword, turned out not to be pure of heart, and now he's angry about it.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I'm on board.
He's the one that got Chalco, got to him or bought him or whatever. I know it was him that sabotaged my plans, left me trapped in this small glimmer of what my glory and majesty could be for my devices, and pitched me into the sea and landed me out on this horrific, terrible. I still think we should burn it to the ground, but obviously that's burn it to ash, rather. Burn it to ash, so then it goes down to the ground at the bottom of the sea. Yes, that makes sense.
In my experience, it's hard to burn stuff that's quite this waterlogged.
Yes, but at the same time, with my knowledge of metallurgy, chemistry, alchemy, and other things like that, I know of many things, substances which I had back in my lab there, which we could have used, that burned
Magnesium.
so hot that they would melt through dragon scale.
So out of curiosity, why don't you just tell us that? Like, why hide the ball, man? Like,
I did tell you that.
you didn't say that you had a lab there that had fire stuff.
He did. I can attest. I heard that. I was listening.
Oh,
Let's burn this place down. I have incendiaries. I suppose you lumber and oath that you wouldn't understand what incendiary means. Sparky, sparky, boom, boom, goes kablooey.
yeah. See, it would be much more entertaining if you had hands to say "sparky, sparky, boom, boom, goes klabooey," but you don't.
Very good point. I miss my hand. Miss my hand very much. And there's a certain thing I would do with both of my hands if I still had them right now.
Is it speared fingers?
No, it would only be with one finger. Moving on.
Speared fingers?
I did tell you I had incendiaries, but
When in doubt, pinky out.
So we're going to. Are you taking this boat to the person that you want to take care of? Because, yeah, that makes sense, right?
your name's Wes Braga, right?
Depends on who's asking.
That's
Just
what
kidding,
you
yes.
introduced yourself as to me earlier. Give you 300 gold if you toss that gnome overboard.
Hmm.
No, that gnome has the boom boom magic.
I do like 300 gold. Wait, where's this 300 gold? I don't see 300 gold.
I can promise I'll get it to you. 400 if you throw them over right now.
I don't take promises. I only take cold, hard coins.
Your loss.
Is it?
Why do you want well, okay, there. I couldn't tell if my mic was on or not. Why do you want to murder the gnome?
He's annoying me.
Wow. You are an upstanding gentleman.
Again, you just So, thanks a lot for that.
That's kind of the entire point.
entire point.
Also,
Also,
we're
weren't you the one to grab me and throw me in a sack?
Oh, yeah, but I never said I was a fine, upstanding gentleman. In fact, I'm not a gentleman at all, so.
She's
Yeah.
a gentle giant.
Gentle.
Hey, gentle to a giant is like a full punch to the face as a normal person.
Yeah.
All right, out of character. So, are
Yeah.
we on our way to Vitinati?
So no, what Ferrigan told you was that the boat would get you to where Inigo was. And once you were done, the boat could bring you back to Silver Cove, where Ferrigan was.
Okay,
So it's basically, it's a ferry
right.
with, again, Inigo's, he essentially was specializing in a lot of technological and magic things coming together in different ways that were kind of revolutionary. So the boat is heading on its way back, and it takes hours again, and you don't think it's been quite as long as it was the first time, but once again you hear that dwarven maiden call out, we're approaching our destination. I know I made it sound better the first time, but I thought about it way too hard for that voice. Before you know it, you can see land. Inigo got a lot less chatty. I mean, he's a moody little head thing.
Yes,
But-
yes, yes.
But you see land, you get closer, and the boat pulls up, comes up on shore. And as soon as one of you steps foot on the ground, you see arrows hit the ground around you.
Sneak attack.
So it's sort of ambush.
All right, I jump out of the boat with my sword up, and I roll for initiative, right?
Shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my shield.
I don't have one of those, but I have a nice sword.
Okay. Actually, Here's one important question. Who is holding the head?
Gigantor.
Oh my word. Gigantor.
Oh boy. Okay, give
That's
me
on
just
Thursdays. And hopefully to come back soon. Because you said, oh boy.
2 more arrows strike the ground, and they missed all of you. Fortunately for you. So just give me 1 second to make some quick notes. You all roll for initiative right now, okay?
Okay. And as we roll for initiative, I'm gonna yell out, "Brace yourselves!" And that's about it. I'd be nervous if the head did all of this. That would be unfortunate. Or if, who's the guy that we just saved earlier? What was his name, guys?
Inigo?
Was it Inigo that we saved?
Inigo's old partner is who
Yeah.
you're talking about, right?
Oh.
Yeah, the guy who we saved, and that's who I got the lawn darts from.
That's Firgan.
Jurgen.
Jurgen. Okay. Maybe it was orchestrated by him.
Oh, wait,
Dun,
I'm just-
dun, dun.
I'm glad I caught that because I wrote numbers way off there. That would have made this a lot more difficult. Where is that? Okay. So wow. Very
It's
interesting.
been a long day. Oh, work.
Yeah.
I also bit the inside of my mouth. And so every time I go like this, I feel it. And of course I keep doing it because it's like, oh, that slightly hurts. Let's keep going. And that's my life today.
I feel that.
I got the same thing going on.
Yeah.
I bit my lip.
Yeah. It's not a pleasant feeling. But yet I can't keep doing it. And then so then I had a sriracha earlier. And that also was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So initiative rolls. Hit me with it.
19.
20?
17.
16.
16, 17, 19, and 20.
Oakley dokley. So as you're starting to assess things, the first thing that you see when you look towards the area is a bugbear.
I want bugbears to be cute so badly, and then every time I look at them, I'm reminded that they are most certainly not cute. I just want them.
I've always wondered who named bugbears.
Because they don't really look like a bear or a bug.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where they were just like, oh, it's a fun name.
Well, it's like a big fuzzy goblin. It's a big brute covered in armor.
Yeah.
And you see this bugbear, this big brute that's about as big as Varea, standing in between the two archers that just goes, "Get them!" And you see two kobolds. You see the two human archers, two kobolds, not in a trench coat, start sprinting towards you. The bugbear in between the two archers. And none of you are as magical. You paladins feel just the hairs stand up on your neck a little bit. So, Tano is the name of this bugbear. I'm just going to tell you that now. He shouts out, "I'm coming out. Get them. We're going to kill you. Take that head and get out of here." Something. He's babbling and foaming at the mouth. And another
Does he
He's going
announce
to be-
himself? He's like, "I, Tondo." Is that how we figure out his name?
Sure,
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
But anyway, the first one charging down this hill at you. He's a ways away. Shoots, fires off a crossbow towards Varela, holding the head. Yeah, so my dice don't like y'all this evening. That's a crit. You are going to take good gravy.
All right, over there, Gravy. What potatoes did you slab? I don't know what this is doing. Just, yep. Anyway.
Just
Good banter.
one second.
What's your next outfit?
44.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
You
You
took
took
30
points of damage.
Oh, bleh.
3-0.
So I'm at 34. Or I mean, I'm at 14. 14?
Yeah, that
Would be how that works.
Look, I don't have Becca here to tell me how to math, all right?
You've got me here to tell you how to math. I can do
I can
that
do
too.
that too, but
I'm reliant upon Becca.
that's my dice are trying to kill you guys. It's not me, I promise.
Hey, it's okay.
Okay,
That's what they all say.
stop.
I'm ready to attack. Gotta throw those lawn darts.
Next up, you see kind of a shadowy. They almost seem misty, but someone in a figure in cloaks stretch their hand out and cast what seems to be like a bolt of dark lightning towards Rachel, because you'd be the next biggest target there. Rachel. Oh. Rachel does a. I don't think a 12 hits your PD, does it?
No.
Nope.
So he misses, and the bolt flies past you, and you just, again, that hair tingling, like it's just a nasty feeling that then you can feel on the side of your head. Marty is up next.
Kill the little guys.
Tano, the big giant.
I'm going to cast Funnel.
On whom?
You want to unmute yourself? We can't hear you.
I'm going to cast Befuddle on the big guy.
Okay, go for it.
That is an
Keep singing, I'll start dancing.
MD.
That is successful.
He is dazed until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Cool.
Okie dokie. Next is Paul.
Doing things with spells, guys.
Alright, I'm
Is,
so proud of you.
is anyone in
Oh, hi,
close,
Becca.
is anyone
I
close range?
promise I won't. So the kobolds and Tano, they're not quite in close range yet, but they're getting there. So
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to attack them without running at them yourself, unless you were using something ranged.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my javelin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out a javelin and throw that.
Just willy-nilly into the sky.
Don't tell me what it was. I don't want to know. I'm gonna attack. Oh man. I'm gonna attack Wizard Finger Guy.
Okay,
guy-
he'd be in range. Go ahead. Yep.
Cool. Hey, it's nat 20.
Very nice.
So, on that note, that's double damage, right?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. Why? So double damage is going to be 8 points of damage. Yeah, I rolled 2 1s with 6s. So that's 8 points of damage to the wizard.
Okay. And next is Lee, Varea.
Well, can I take a recovery or no? I don't know how recoveries work right now.
You can use it and knock it off as a rally, unless you have something with your fighter skills.
I don't, what is a rally?
A rally is like you're digging deep in battle to use a recovery. So you can use 1 rally per battle. That you're going to check off on your sheet. Actually, my bad. I'm thinking of the other character sheets that have these nice little check boxes. So your recoveries would go down by 1, your rally would be used, and then you can't just use it as an action on your turn. Now, unless
Does anybody have any like magic heals?
No.
How the heck did we end up without a healer?
I mean, we got Banjo Guy over there. You might be able to do something at some point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm at 14 out of 44, so.
so yes.
Use your
Use your
rally.
rally.
All right, I'm gonna rally. Is that so? That's my. So I take a recovery, and that's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Where's the recoveries? 1d10 plus 3. Okay. Which one's a 10? I don't ever remember.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the commentary.
Oh, I had it.
You're very welcome. I've been told that I'm entertaining.
You're not wrong.
I found a d10. Okay. That's my turn. I'll go on mute. So I guess as I rally, I just, hold my sword in hand and scream really loud. Ah! I don't know. Battle roar.
Basically.
More like battle roar.
Now it is Rachel's turn.
Okay, are they close by now?
No, for this round, they're at range. You wouldn't be able to attack them with weapons. You're going to need to use something ranged.
Okay, so I'm going to use my throwing axe and try to hit the large person. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 would hit. Yes, roll for damage.
Yes. Okay. $15 points of damage.
Not too shabby.
Cool.
Okay, next is the kobolds. As they continue running up, you can see that they're both carrying spears. One lashes out at Marty, and the other lashes out at Paul.
Bring it on.
So
That's
Marty,
Mr. Roberts to you.
Yeah.
Marty, Mr. Roberts, does a 21 hit your AC?
Are you really asking that?
Hey, 21
that would
is my AC.
Does
So
a 35 hit?
A 21 would not hit me.
4 points of damage. Paul,
How much?
you take 4 points of damage. Paul, does a 12 hit?
It does not.
And he misses you and kind of pops free, so he's not engaged with you. Then the archers are up. Rachel, does 18 hit your AC?
nope.
Okay. Paul, does a 19 hit your AC?
No.
Well then, y'all don't get hit by arrows. And we are at the top of the next round, where the escalation die is going to be at 1. So again, add 1 to your stiff, your attacks and such. Tano, at this point, has gotten Tano at this point has gotten into range. You can see this, big fuzzy. You can start to smell him at this point.
Ew.
He's taken that crossbow and cast it aside because it's huge.
He is dazed, just as a reminder.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not sure what daze does. It's just...
It gives you a -4 to attack.
Oh, that's
Yes.
nice.
I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay. Tano is heading straight for you, Berea, since you're holding the head. And he tries to swings a big war club at you. Oh no. Well, I was wrong. My dice are not trying to kill you guys. But it went from last turn a natural 20 to a natural 1.
You can choose to.
Tano takes a huge swing at you, Berea, and just misses completely, burying his war club into the ground and jarring himself a bit. And a -4 to that. I mean,
Do I take any miss damage or no?
Nope.
Cool.
you do
I'm
not.
gonna sidestep him and like grab the arrow because I think he basically like a trebuchet, and I guess it's still in me, right?
I mean,
it's not quite yet, but you can attack him with it.
I'm not trying to attack. I was just trying to role play.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to grab it real next to him and be like, "This is coming for your eye next." That's all.
Nice.
Great.
You dropped
Wizard-
this.
Yeah, you dropped this.
Nice. Our wizard friend takes a shot at Berea. You're kind of gonna have a target on you. I'm sorry.
You play hot potato.
And let's see. That is not going to hit you. I know that a 10 will not hit your PD. So yeah, even though you got the crit damage from the heavy crossbow there, you just suddenly something's happening. The dark bolt misses.
They can't handle my sick jams.
And actually hits Tano because of that close proximity. So he just kind of gets zapped. Insult to injury, injury to injury, something. Next up is Mr. Roberts.
Okay, question because I'm new. What exactly is a flexible melee attack?
What are you looking at exactly?
My battle cries.
Battle cries. Okay. So one second.
I have
So I can read directly from it too. So that's a great question. Attacks that are flexible are an exception to the normal decision-making sequence. When you decide to make a flexible attack, you choose your target first, make your attack roll, then use the natural unmodified die result to determine which of your eligible flexible attacks to use. You still use the modified roll to determine whether or not you hit, but your flexible attacks trigger off the natural result on the die sitting in front of you. You can only use one at a time. So you would be rolling for your battle cries to see what you'd be able to do. For example, I believe you have move it, right?
I have move it, pull it together, and stay strong.
So stay strong. Yeah, roll a 20. If you roll it even, you'd be using move it. If you roll 11 plus, you could use pull it together. If you roll 16 plus, you could use stay strong.
Well, I rolled a natural 14, and I'm going to use pull it together.
Okay, so then you would use the 14. Let's see.
One nearby ally can heal user
Yep.
recovery.
Bingo.
I'm going to
Easy
use it
peasy.
on Berea. Is that the name? Berea. And I do also have an adventurer feat in that, so she gets an additional D4 of healing, so she can use a recovery to heal.
It's almost like when I was helping make these characters for you guys, there was somebody that can heal.
And then roll a D4. Here goes this one. You should have used this one.
whatever.
All right.
Paul, you were up next.
She's
All
got her head in the mame now.
right. I'm gonna. Let's see. The big guy is no. I'm gonna keep attacking the wizard. So does a 22 hit? 21. 21.
Yep.
Cool.
You're in the butter
wait.
zone. You're well past.
Okay, is he nearby?
He's still at a distance, and you threw your javelin, so you wouldn't have it. But your weapons are. You got a long sword.
Yeah, so I'll attack someone who's nearby. Who's nearby?
Oh, okay. So in range, Artano and the two kobolds.
Cool. I'll go for the cobalt since he was attacking me.
Yep, one.
That's
Wait, no, he missed you last time. He's not engaged with you, but now you would be.
right. So I'm going to do 14 points of damage to that.
Okay.
Cool.
Next up is Varea. What you got? I really need something to throw at it.
Do grab the die, unmute the computer. There's some steps. Anyway, I rolled a 6, so that's not going to do very well. No.
What even were you going to do?
What?
What even were you going to do?
I was going to see if well, the thing is about the fighter is depending on the amount of, what are you shaking your head at?
I'm shaking my head at
Oh. Anyway, with the fighter, depending on what you roll, sometimes determines what you do. So this is just a standard miss action because I rolled a 6, and even with my modifier, that's a 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think I still hit anything.
But in order to trigger those different pieces of the fighter, you'd have to be making an attack. And if you were using an attack at, at close range, you could still deal miss damage. And you'd also have
Well, I am doing miss damage because Torbild, or whatever his name is right next to me.
Then yeah, you would, but you would do 2 miss damage to you.
Yeah, he's who I'm hitting. Sorry, as I typically play a Fate Weaver who need not announce anything, it's very different.
Sure.
I missed Trip. She made sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just going to be miss damage.
Oh, right. Wait, Rachel's up.
Oh, me? I'm sorry. Who's closest to me?
You were
Again,
attacked
you've got Tano and the 2 kobolds.
All right, I'll try to attack Tano again, I guess. Also, as a quick action, can I pick up my throwing axe? Or is that far away?
You threw it last turn. It's gone, but I wouldn't put it past Paladin to have multiple throwing axes.
Okay, cool.
Multiple javelins, probably not. But you also have a big one that you could throw. But
I just want to make sure I had something, so I'll just use my battle axe then. Okay. Cool. Cool. Does a 12 hit?
+1.
Does a 13 hit?
it does not.
Cool.
But miss damage. So
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, now it's Kobold's turn. So Paul, the kobold that was attacking you, he kind of shrieks and takes off.
Oh, I'm not going to let that happen. Do I get an opportunity attack?
Actually, you would.
I'm totally going to take that opportunity attack.
Okay.
Can I use Smite Evil as well? Is that allowed?
I don't know if you can do that on an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's fine. So it's a...
Do you have that printout there in front of you? I mean, I can flip and look over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have it.
There are some different
So
pieces.
Smite Evil says you can use it once per battle. As a free action, before you make a paladin melee attack roll, you can declare you are using Smite Evil attack. So it just says on an attack roll. And then if I miss, I deal half damage. So it doesn't really say I can't use it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use it?
I would say it's up to the GM at that point.
I agree.
I think as an attack of opportunity, I don't think you'd really be able to, because the idea about an attack of opportunity is more
When you're disengaging.
a little birdie has said technically no, that you wouldn't be able to use that. I mean, just I've gotten encouragement from a source saying that no, because the attack of opportunity is it's more like a reaction, like, oh, you're going to turn tail and flee like that, jump in.
Cool.
And I'll try to hit you.
So does
That little birdie is Becca.
yeah I figured. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, I just keep hearing the Discord sound. I'm like, Becca.
23 does hit. So
Okay.
you can roll for me.
Cool. So that'll be 15 points of damage.
So Paul, what's it look like when you kill
Oh
the
yeah.
kobold?
Decapitate for sure.
Decapitation!
Gotta take him down.
Well, and yeah, the other kobold, even though he's a little bit frightened by what happened, he was engaged with someone else.
Yeah, I think he's attacking Lady Fezrika at the moment.
Yes, that is correct. But he's going to.
I believe her and I are standing next to each other. If you're wanting that one to attack me.
No, he's going to turn and try to attack you, which actually, Lady Fezrika, that then gives you an attack of opportunity. Paul, he misses. Or wait, no, excuse me. I thought it was a 6, but actually the 1 has come off of that die. Hang on.
I think
Paul, does a 21 hit your AC?
it does not. But also, I believe your creature can. They just make a skill check, and I think if they roll an 11 plus, they can disengage without the opportunity of attack.
The other side of it is that they can, on a natural even, there's actually a piece here that this little warrior can pop free from targets.
Okay.
So since he's not hitting you, he's going to pop free and take a step back.
Okay.
So next up, we have our archers, again, sending arrows flying in. I don't know if you guys could hear that in the background, but it was interesting. Okay. 1 misses and 1 hits Marty, Mr. Roberts, for 5 damage.
Ow.
And now we are at the start of another round. At the top of another round, so our escalation die is at 2. So again, add 2 to your attacks. Tano takes a big. He tries to pull his big war club out of the ground and swing it directly towards Varaya, just grunting and shouting and spittle flying everywhere. Varaya does a 20 hit your AC?
Is the Pope Catholic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Questionable.
Oh gosh.
Theological arguments aside, you take 8 damage.
All right, that's a lot better
Pretty
than
sure the current one's
Thirty.
actually Franciscan.
Wait, how many? What was the damage?
No,
8 damage.
I take 8. You're not taking the damage. I am.
No, I was just curious.
Oh, 8.
8. Yes.
What are you at?
I'm at whatever 35 minus 8 is because I don't know math.
27.
Oh, well, you're doing pretty good.
27.
Okay. Wizard. Lightning bolt. Heading towards
I have an
Rachel this
advanced
time.
reel.
Rachel, does a 21 hit your PD?
Yep.
You were going to take 7 negative energy damage.
Does negative energy damage count for anything specific? Like, does it do anything extra?
That is a delightful question, and I'm just going to say it's just damage on you right now because I don't have a good answer.
Okay.
So,
I'll look it up.
no worries. But you take just 7 regular damage because I'm not prepared for that spot. Mr. Roberts, you're up next.
All right, and I have a kobold engaged with me, right? That's how I took the damage last turn. Okay.
Or wait, no, that kobold's dead.
So what about the big guy?
He's next to me.
I mean, you're all close enough that where they're engaged, you could hit him. Is what I'm saying. You could definitely strike at one kobold and Tano.
I am going to attempt to hamstring Tano with my short sword.
Sweet.
Going for the back of the knee because I'm tiny. I am small. That one. That is a 22 to hit, or what's the escalation die at? 24 to hit.
You definitely hit. Roll for damage.
That is 9 points of damage. Max damage roll.
Very nice. Okay.
Did you
Stab
roll
him in the
2 dice? Because we're at level 2.
So I roll 2 dice?
That's correct.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's 11 points of damage.
So,
2 points makes a difference.
or 9 initially.
And then I
And then
rolled a
you
2
did
on
another
the
2?
second die.
Okay.
The,
I already wrote the first number down, so that was that part.
the
Okay.
11 total.
Paul, you are up.
I'm up.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to attack this other. What is it called?
Kobold?
A kobold. Cobalt. Sorry.
Kobold, Kobold, actually has, I believe it's derived from the German word, which is like cobalt for demon, and is where the name cobalt of the element comes from too.
Gotcha. And I'm going to use Smite Evil on this one.
Fun fact, Curtis.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Smite evil. Do it to it.
Also, side note: negative energy damage. There's different types of damage, and if you're weak to specific types of damage, that's when it would do extra stuff.
Right.
So that was it. So I'm using my longsword, using Smite Evil. Does a escalation dice is at 2, so does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does. Roll for damage.
Guys, I'm not rolling well. Let's see.
That's okay.
3, 6. I did 7 points of damage.
Damage is damage, man.
I rolled a 1, and a 2.
Damage is damage. And
See-
Paul, you're going to get 2 crisp points there because you did an excellent job pulling that up. Basically saying the similar things that the little birdie was whispering in our chat. And also just because I can't give you a Becca point, but I can give you 2 crisp points.
I will take a crisp point. I appreciate it.
'Cause,
I
I mean, a Becca point would be like 1,000 crisp points, really. But I don't have that authority or power.
Yep, understood. Understood.
Doria is up.
Okay. I'm going to try to hit the bugbear whose name I don't remember because I suck. Oh God. I can't roll for toots. Does a 17 hit?
Were you trying to toot it?
I'm fart bending this one. He gets 2 miss damage because it stinks so bad.
Because it stinks
No,
so bad.
I'm just rolling with this. Anyway, I'm assuming that 17 doesn't hit, right?
It does not. No.
Okay, 2 points of miss damage.
But I mean, I like the thought there that you swing and you. Someone speaks his comfort. Rachel, it's. Lady says, Rika, let her rip.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit the bugbear with my battle axe. Here we go. Does a 23 hit?
Oh, yep. Yep, that'll do.
Cool.
Thanks, Peralta.
Oh gosh, now I can't math. I got distracted. I only got 9 points of damage, but 9 points of damage.
Tell me why. Anyways, tell me what it looks like when you kill.
Really? Yes! I'm so stoked. I'm gonna roar and just like swing my axe like crazy, not aiming anywhere, just kind of hits random parts of him and things go flying.
Scary.
So you slice and dice, and it smells worse on the inside. Oh boy.
That's good.
So give me a second. That is fabulous. Thank you, Rachel. And Varia, you're not useless. You just have not had as many good rolls. Said something about being useless in the background. So at this point, the troops seeing Tano fall, that last kobold tries to bolt.
I'm gonna slice him.
And he draws an attack of opportunity. At this point, I think, Marty, you were the last to attack him, right? Or no, you were attacking Tano.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Paul, you can take the swing.
All right. Does a 16 hit?
Did you
AC.
escalation die?
Yeah.
It does not. So the little
Wait.
kobold guy,
Does a 17 hit?
nope.
Bummer.
Little
2
kobold
points.
guy runs away. He's gone. The wizard disappears. He didn't pass his check. And you think you can only see one archer standing there because, one of the archers did that too. So that last archer, he's standing by himself. I don't know if he's realized that his friends has left yet. Varea. It's a 19 hit your AC.
Oh dear, it does. Oh, soonily doodly.
5 damage. And would be at the top of the third level. So the top of the round and the estimation I would use to do. I don't know what I just put together there.
22. Look at me.
Marty, you're at the top. Tano's dead. Wizard disappeared. There's just that one archer left.
Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
It's mine. Oh,
Mr. Roberts.
I guess I'm just gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot the archer.
Go for it.
Escalation die is at
3.
11. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
So close. So close. Paul.
All right. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to go get my javelin. Is that close enough?
You could run and you could basically use your turn to run up to where that archer was. Because the distance that they were at, it took the kobolds and Tonal basically a turn to get to you.
Okay. I'm gonna whip out my lawn darts then. I'm gonna throw a lawn dart.
How did we forget about the lawn darts? You thought about it earlier.
Oh
Here
yeah,
they are.
I have my lawn darts and I am gonna use those things, and hopefully get them back. How does a 18 hit?
That hits.
Yeah, lawn darts for the win.
Yep. Roll for damage.
4 damage.
Beauty.
And I will use a move action to, start making my way at least.
Okay, you could start moving to getting there, but that's close enough. Varea. Yes, it would be.
All right, and the only. The archer's the only one left, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit with my crossbow. And so that is escalation's a 3, right?
Correct.
Does a 27 hit your dumb archer?
It does.
Wow, that's hard
Excessive.
hit.
I can't do it because I didn't announce it, and
What is, okay, hold on.
I'm just gonna do a ranged attack. No,
Okay.
it's a 19.
What would you do?
I would shoot with my crossbow. I was just looking. Well, I was looking at power attack, but I had to have announced it before I rolled, so I just wanted to see. That's all.
I think you might give it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my power attack and shoot this crossbow off. So that's 1d8 plus 1 plus. Oh, actually, no. Not power attack. I'm going to be using precision attack because I rolled any hit with a natural 16 plus. So I gain a bonus to the damage roll equal to my dex modifier. My dex modifier is unfortunately only a 1, but damage is damage. And so I'm gonna roll a 1d8 plus technically 2 instead of 1. So
Should be yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I gotta find my D8. That has an 11 and a 12 on it. Gosh, I don't know what any of these things are. What does a D8 look like? Is it this one? It's this one.
D8 is pretty diamond shaped.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah, I
like
found it.
It's the one with 8
7.
sides.
Wow, really? I only get a 7? 1d8 plus 1. That's a 7.
You should have 2 D8
Oh,
because you're level 2.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten to roll damage dice.
I haven't rolled all I've done is miss damage. Okay, so it's 2d8 plus 2. So then let's dial back. So there was a 5. So
So 14 damage total.
yeah,
Would you roll on your first one?
a 5.
Would you roll on your second one?
A 4. I'm confused. Slow down. I can't math this.
So that's 10 plus your modifier.
So 11.
Okay.
So not 14, so 11.
I am
11.
so confused, and 2 people talking to me about math at the same time is not going to help me.
It's all good. You can figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. In the interest of our time, unless Rachel, you can have one more crack at him if you want. I was going to say we would run away at this point.
Hit him.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my throwing
Good.
axe. And I miss dramatically.
For shame. Since the archer lost his companions and he's gotten down into single digits, he's also running. He basically didn't notice his friends were gone, and now he's home. So with that, you have defeated Tano and Stinky Minions. And you see Fergan once again poke his head out from his house because it's close enough and shout, "You gotta stop bringing these people here." We gotta stop meeting like this. Come on, hurry up. They're gone, I can tell. And brings you into his home again.
Okay.
I think we said at the beginning of the battle that Inigo was out of the bag, right?
He is now, yeah.
Okay. So basically, Fergan brings you into his cottage, his home, not cottage, and Fergan and Inigo sort of have some terse, angry words, but eventually they're able to settle up together. And Fergan brings you in, gives you some food and some shelter for the night's journey and says, he's gotten a message from Julia Augusta that she'll be able to arrive within the next day or so. So the word got out to the spies within her organization, to Vidinati's people, so that he knew you all had come through here and that you were eventually going to come back. They learned about what was going on, and so Julia ended up sending her people to come and try to support and do other things. They're just a little ways off. But basically, you know that reinforcements and Julia are coming to Fergrins once they've put those pieces together, and they'll be there soon. So after a day or so, you're able to reunite and successfully complete this leg of your mission.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, you did it.
We did it.
There were a
We
lot of
did it.
pieces
Yeah.
with
We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. We defeated the monsters and the jazz hands.
Wow. Well, gonna need you all to. You're gonna have to roll interpretive dance at a -5 from now on.
All right, got it.
Hey,
I mean,
I
I
think
don't know.
Oh, I
Firefingers.
got it.
ball dancing. Thank you very much.
You know what? You're right. I said that wrong. I should say I should give you all a bonus of +5 to interpretive dance because you're bad. It would be a kind of a bonus to it. So, anyways, moving on. Teasing.
I used to teach dance.
That is true. You are correct. So, in conclusion, we've reached the end of this crazy kind of story. I will say for my wonderful players that this has been fun, albeit wacky, especially tonight because you really did the things I tried to get ready for. You took it in a very different direction, so that was.
Are you saying I subverted all of your carefully laid plans?
Not so much. I wasn't prepared for you to. I wasn't prepared for the way that you decided to handle the initial situation with Inigo and then, just knocking out the dwarves. But then you solved it anyway. So, you know what? It worked out great.
Yeah, it was very different, I bet.
We can put this story to rest from here. But I will say there are a lot of different pieces for anybody who's interested in running these kinds of games or doing other things. There's so much really solid content in here that we could work this into further stories and do other things. Now, next week, we're very glad for all of you that have joined us this evening. Next week, we really will be getting back to the Obsidian Souls. And we have some other pieces coming up, but I'm just throwing out that there was more that could be done, but I think we'll just put that to rest now. So again, thank you so much. I'm being told that we'll also re-air the last episode on Sunday evening of the Obsidian Souls for anyone that wants to catch up. And we ought to be able to have that available on our schedule on our Twitch site. You can catch us with wow, my brain. With Iconic Production, you can catch us later this week on Friday for It Gets Worse, Adventures in Gabricon, the D&D 5th edition game. Or you can join us on Tuesdays, Thursdays on Ulysses Spiel. Thank you very much again for supporting us and watching our shenanigans. I know I had, fun's a good word. And I think everybody else did have some fun. Hopefully, we wish you the best of health and great gaming in the future.